particularly their communal culture, norms and values.
After the Constitutional Court issued its verdict upholding the Anti-Homosexuality Act, Andrew Mwenda, a journalist and one of the petitioners in the case, asked development partners to stay out of the matter.
I also want to request the US government and the EU stop banning Ugandan homophobes from traveling to your countries. Stop imposing sanctions. Because when you do those things, you are simply telling the Ugandan public that this is not a Ugandan issue, it's a Western issue, that it is the Western countries trying to impose using sanctions, using cutting aid, using threats.
Within no time, the European Union and the United States missions in Uganda issued statements of disappointment with the court decision. The U.S. Department of State, in a statement signed by the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, stated that the law poses damage to Uganda's international reputation and harms efforts to increase foreign investment. When the law came into force in May 2023, the World Bank took the decision in August not to approve new loans for Uganda. The U.S. terminated African Growth Opportunity Act, a trade agreement meant to open its market to local products and impose visa restrictions on a section of legislators. Nicholas Opiyo, who represented the petitioners in challenging the Anti-Homosexuality Act, and George Musisi, say Ugandans should brace for more withdrawals of support.
The judgment of the court makes a bad situation even worse, because I think that it has failed to resolve the underlying concerns that were raised by development partners.
Certainly the judgment is going to come with economic implications, which affect both the social infrastructure projects like roads, which are supported by some of those grants from global bodies.
They argue that it is within the right of the development partners to give or withdraw their assistance.
But he who pays the piper calls the tune. If someone is paying you, then they dictate how their money is used. Of course, we are mindful that this money is also coming from taxpayers of some of these donor countries.
This is not about Uganda, it's about their own domestic constituency. They invest money here, they have their citizens coming here. It behooves them to be careful about this kind of situation. It is not about them trying to force it upon us, it's about them thinking about their own domestic constituencies.
Both lawyers agree that the impasse will be resolved politically.
This debate is going to be resolved in the hearts and minds of Ugandans themselves to decide. Ultimately, the court will not resolve this question.
Parliament has a chance, of course, to repeal it, to amend it. Even enforcement, there have been times when we pass laws and then the enforcement is not done.
Members of Parliament overwhelmingly voted for the law, which makes it difficult to assume that they could suddenly repeal it. Jackson ONYANGO, NTV.